Today I will be doing a persuasive speech over why mental health should be a public affair. Imagine you're sitting alone in your room. You've had a wonderful day, but randomly a wave of sadness hits you. You don't know where it came from, but you were so distressed and you don't know how to deal with it. For many people with depression, which is one of the most common mental illnesses, this is a daily occurrence. As someone who deals with this, I understand the troubles that these people go through, and I would like to talk about why this is an important thing to have in the public. It is rarely seen in the public that mental illness is ever seen. Myself, I have only seen one billboard talking about mental illness and that you should be checked up on it. And this is a great disservice to those with mental illnesses. Mental illness should be talked about more so more people can come out and talk about this. It's very hard for people with such as social anxiety to come out and talk about it because their mental illness is stopping them from talking and stopping them from getting the help that they need and many other things. So it's very important that it should be put out to the public to make it easier to come out about, make it easier for those who are impaired in talking about their issues. The more we talk about it, the more it will become accepted. It may not seem like it, but there's a stigma around about mental illnesses. Whenever you think of a mental illness, most likely movies may have put them as someone in a padded room with a all blank white and with straitjackets. This is not what mental illness seems, what it is. Mental illness could range from minor tics of anxiety or just minor depression. It's not always extreme, sadly. There is extreme cases such as depression, extreme cases, DID, which is dissociative identity disorder, and many others that are rarely talked about in the news. The main one that has been seen a lot is depression. 30% of those in this world are diagnosed with depression according to our World in Data, which is a surprisingly high amount for what is talked about in the world. You never really hear about dentist. You hear about dentist appointment all the time. I went to the dentist the other day, that's why I was gone. But no one ever talks about therapy appointments. And jobs don't really excuse those a lot. You can get excused for going to a dentist, but never for therapy. I believe therapy should be an excused absence for many things and should be looked more upon in the works in work environments. This is important to take mental health days because many people, the stress of work can cause horrible issues with themselves and would 100% dim their availability and work ethic. If we paid more attention to the stigmas around this and got rid of them, it would help better everyone. Mental health days would be common. People wouldn't have to worry as much about missing things if they can call in and their boss would be understanding, and it wouldn't lead to anxiety attacks that many people that I have personally known have had because they missed work and that their boss was very not happy about this, but it just made their situation worse and just made their work ethic go down the drain. And it's really important. Our next slide. Speaking of which, many people have mental illnesses. They may not be seen, but they are there. And they are really common. You may not know it, but every person you talk to might have some symptoms of a mental illness. It might not be severe, it might not be shown, but it could be there. Your neighbor could be dealing with depression. Your doctor could have slight autistic mental illnesses, or you never know. It's always there, but never seen. So that's why we should be able to talk more openly about it, so people can express their emotions towards these, so they can finally let out all their stress, and it won't be so odd when someone says, oh, I suffer from depression, so these certain things really cause issues with me, so can you please not talk about them? It won't be an odd thing, it'd be a normal everyday topic. It would make everything easier for everyone that has these mental illnesses. And that's why I believe that it should be a public affair.